Hey guys, it's Drac, and as you can see from the tape and the Security Checked International DHL sticker, I finally got a package in with Zuru, and we don't get a ton of Zuru products here in the States, and I'm really excited to review this and kind of see how their blasters compare to what we're used to in buzzbee and Nerf and those traditional kind of companies. So I'm going to go ahead and see what they sent me and do some test shots. There we go, that ought to be pretty close. Alright, so more packaging inside. It looks like they have sent me their Vigilante, which is a pretty cool blaster. I'm gonna get it out of the bubble wrap. This is, I think, if not their flagship, it's certainly one of their largest blasters. And I think it's designed to be kind of a shotgun type blaster. Looks like it has 2 barrels. Alright, so the darts look really interesting right off the box. And the blaster itself reminds me a little bit of a buzzbee doubleshot. Let's see. It's also in here pretty well. Alright. So the blaster is comfortable. Shouldered, it's a little bit small for me, but it's not designed for me. The prime is reasonable. And it sounds like it's got a lot of power. I'm looking down the barrels right now to see kind of what's going on down here. And I don't see anything that looks like an air restrictor. I also have to figure out how to load the blaster. So there's a tab back here. When you pop the tab, it looks like you can open it to get at these barrels. The priming only looks to work when it's actually in line with the blaster, which makes a ton of sense. But this looks like part of the priming mechanism. There are dart posts, and upon closer inspection, there might be air restrictors. It doesn't look like it though. I'm not seeing the traditional post that an air restrictor would have. Looks like this is extra dart storage in the back, and you have to have this down to open it. So I'm trying to see if I can. My favorite thing about the double shot was that I could one-hand it. Let's see. So I can open it and then just, there we go. Okay. So the plastic feels a little bit cheaper than what I'm used to in Nerf blasters, but it's definitely as nice as buzzbee blasters. It's a solid blaster for the most part. I think that it's pretty sweet, and it looks like the shell is holding up well. Alright, so let's go ahead and fire it. I'm going to use their darts first, and then I brought out an elite dart just to kind of see. Oh man, these are really cool. The heads on these are like a solid, more dense version of foam. They remind me a little bit of slug darts, for those of you that are familiar with the homemade darts that Captain Slug innovated. But these are pretty cool. They have a nice barrel fit. I'll prime the blaster and fire. So halfway trigger pull is 1. And then I think you have to prime all the way to fire the other. The performance actually is pretty impressive. It looks like I'm getting 35 feet stock, which out of a blaster like this, priced like this, is totally fine. I think that it's pretty cool. The spread seems pretty reasonable. I think that this is a solid all-around blaster. It's certainly a great alternative to buzzbee products. And my performance is pretty consistent. I'm really happy with how the blaster is working just right out of the package. I think that this could be an excellent candidate for a mod in that it looks like it has a pretty reasonable amount of space behind its plunger. And you could definitely, like, a lot of this space up here is extraneous. This is all barrel drag. But all in all, I think that the darts are really cool and the blaster is sweet. Let's see if we can't fire an elite dart. This is an elite suction tip dart. Hopefully it fits. It's got a really tight barrel fit. Wow, alright, so the elite darts are getting a little bit better performance, not by much though, but I can't think of anything else to say about it. The design is ergonomic. It's got a really nice gunblade-like handle, very cool pistol grip, and while the design is pretty plain, it's only 2 colors with the sticker. I think that it would be really sweet for like a sci-fi kind of paint job if you were into that sort of thing, because it's got tons of grooves that you could paint along, and all in all, I like the blaster. I think that it's an inexpensive alternative to a lot of the other things on the market, and that it's pretty neat. So if you have the chance, or if you're in the proper countries and zones, you should probably give X-Shot a chance. The Zuru toys are pretty solid. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching.